Alrighty, it's your boys, ASAP from the Nap. First episode. We're finally getting out there. How we feeling?
What it do, baby?
How we feeling?
Live,
we
baby.
live.
Feeling live.
Skip.
Alive and well. Hell
Live
yeah, let's
and
go.
well. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. I'm feeling amazing. How you feeling, Elijah?
Feeling fantastic. I was ready. It's been a long time coming. Let's get this going.
Hell yeah, let's get it, boys.
All right, man. Let's start with introductions. Going from this end, going around. Let's start with you, Ethan.
All right, I'm Ethan Hardcastle. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Me, Holden, and Elijah, we all go to IUPUI. And, I came to Holden one day over the summer with this idea. I was just like, we've been watching podcasts all summer. Why would we not just, try to do one maybe? We're really just trying to inspire people to maybe get out there and do their own, things like that.
My name's Trey Brazil. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't go to IUPUI. I go to Ivy Tech down at the downtown campus. But, yeah, man, we just all four of us, we came together and we just all had a vision and it was all a common goal and we just all trust and believe in each other. And, I see something forward in the future of going through with this thing. So I'm really excited, super excited, actually.
My name's Elijah Franklin. You all know. But, no, we came together coming to IUPUI. I'm from the 502, though, so shout out to everyone from Louisville watching this.
Yes, sir.
Really love y'all support, but no, just hanging with Holden and
hero.
Ethan at school every day. It really they were really motivating to me because they were two guys that really cared about doing their work and really elevating themselves, and I'm real big into that. So there was just something about the energy of us being together that I was just like, this could be. We hung out every day and we were talking about the general things, we all have similar interests, so NBA, football, just all, pop culture, we're all on social media, so it's just something that we like to all discuss. So coming together, I knew that it was something that we could really consider, and then we've just really hit the ground running with the ideas, and it's really been something exciting, and I'm really just looking forward to getting going.
Definitely. And we're not trying to pass any prejudgment on people, things like that. And Elijah did a good point of pointing that out. So let's go.
We all saw that something to each other. Like we all had something to bring to the table, and when we bring each thing to the table, we can make something great at the end of the day.
100%.
Exactly.
Well, my name is Holden Storm. I'm from Indianapolis as well. Go to IUPUI with Ethan and Elijah, and I definitely think that we all brought a very unique trait to the table when it came to making this. We all have a very unique and very just overall entertaining personality traits about us, But, yeah, I definitely think that we all bring something to the table. I definitely think we're all very, very talented, and I think we communicate very well with one another. We communicate and conversate very well with others, so I definitely think that making a podcast, we can express ourselves very freely and just very honestly, So
It's just the combo with the homies, man.
it is.
Exactly.
It's really all it is.
Another day and another combo with the homies.
All big
Exactly.
into watching podcasts. Adam 22, and the No Jumper podcast. We're big fans of that.
Gary.
We watched Theo Vaughn,
Gary
everybody.
V.
Gary V.
Bussin' with the boys. Shout out the boys.
Bussin'
Shout out to Bussin' with the boys.
For sure. And just like me and Holden talked about originally, and we spread onto Elijah and Trey when we all came together and it blossomed into this idea, we basically just said that we're really not trying to pass any prejudgment. We're trying to stay positive, and we're really just trying to inspire other people to try to do something like this, Because,
Right.
It's just a good time talking about this stuff with people. Like, if you're really passionate about it, get out there and talk about it.
And a little bit of background on the name. It's ASAP from the Nap, so just a name that we came up with because this really started just from hanging out with each other through family, mutual friends. We came together, and then once we had, we ended up spending more and more time together, so that our little group chat, ACE, is what we decided to name it, ASAP, for Always Strive and Prosper, because we were just guys that were always hanging out, but had similar mindsets. We wanted to,
We
like
just
I
all
said
had
before,
a
elevate
go get it mentality, man. And if you ain't got that mentality at the end of the day, where you gonna get in life? You just gotta be hungry each day,
Exactly. We're just trying to inspire other people. That's our main goal.
Exactly.
Keep inspiring other people. We want to see more
Inspire
people
to inspire
give us
others.
feedback. We want to see you guys give us feedback.
Exactly.
We want people, our friends, to start their own podcast, things like that.
Yep.
We just want to keep it going.
Yep. In life, hey, you got one life. Shit or get off the pot.
Exactly.
All right, now moving on to the NBA.
That's such a whole.
This is a very,
Some context.
very, very exciting time in the NBA. We have a lot of duos, a lot of powerhouse teams in the league.
Yes.
Who are some of your guys' interesting duos to look out for.
I mean, basically, I'm just going to kind of point out the obvious ones that we're all talking about from day to day. AD and Bron we had the matchup first game against Kawhi and PG as well. You got Russ and you got your boy Russ and Harden.
Hey,
and then
shout out to Westbrook. Why
maybe
not?
not this year, but next year we're going to have Kyrie and Durant doing their thing together. So we're just going to kind of have to see how the chemistry's building.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm really looking forward to. I know it's gonna be a year, but I really want to see Kyrie and Durant do their thing out there. But shouts out to you, Kevin Durant. Hope you make it back well. But I really want to see Harden and Westbrook do their thing. Westbrook's way too athletic. Way too athletic of a guard.
Insane.
First step.
Oh my god.
I would say that's definitely the most intriguing duo, Harden and Westbrook.
Yeah,
just because that was easily the most talked about aside from Kawhi and PG linking up. And me being a huge Paul George fan, as most of my close friends know, and as you guys know, so I'm big on Harden and Westbrook. I want to see that duo. I think it's going to end up working out well for them once they gel better. Obviously, they just got started. But that and them and PG, Kawhi and PG are my two.
Well, Kawhi seems like he's handling it well by. I mean, it's like he's taking on LeBron in them the past years in the playoffs and fucking finals.
You gotta think.
Kawhi's he's just a raw. He's an assassin, bro. Like there's no other way to put it, bro. Like he's just go get it.
You seen how big that man's hands are? Did you
Like
see that video?
When he shoots it, it looks like he literally just flicks the ball in there, bro. It's like crazy.
All right, hey, that commercial was fried.
Oh,
dude.
that Terminator commercial.
He's marketing everything off of that, bro.
Hey, they made a nice little check off.
Oh, definitely.
That's all that matters.
Definitely, I mean, my duo, obviously Russ and Harden, just because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm a Westbrook fan, so I want to see how they do. Because, I mean, Westbrook and Harden, they've received a lot of hate, man, on Colin Cowherd's Western Conference playoff predictions. This man had Houston out of the playoffs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He wasn't.
I mean, I get it.
I didn't even know that out of the playoffs.
Yeah, he didn't even have him.
Like, didn't even have him in the picture.
None. I mean, I would understand like why people may think they finished like a 7 or like a 6 seed, just because you got to think those Harden and Westbrook always want to have the ball in their hands, so maybe it couldn't like necessarily gel at first.
That's how you and me were talking the other day. They're gonna kind of one of them's gonna have to figure out which role they got to take, and you and me agreed that Harden should probably get the main role because it's been his system, it's been his team for a while. Russ might have to step back for now, but I wouldn't doubt by the end of the year if they're both able to put up like 30 games regularly, like together, like beside the bench players. Like I wouldn't doubt that at all.
But I feel like for both of these guys to, in order for it to be able to work, they're gonna have to figure out each other's pace. Russ, we know he's up tempo. He can give you a fast break for the whole damn game if he wants. Harden, you throw it to him deep corner if he's lagging down the floor. He's looking for the 3 ball regardless.
Yeah.
But he can handle the ball and take it to the bucket if he wants to. But he shoot first. But I just feel like in order for these guys to really click the way that people really expect them to, they just got to find each other's tempo. That's really all.
But
100%.
obviously the duo matchup in LA, Kawhi, PG, LeBron, and AD is going to be more talked about as a title contender thing, I think, in the West.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be a good matchup whenever all 4 of them are healthy and going at it. We already saw a good matchup in the first week without PG in there.
Definitely,
but I think it's going to be an exciting time.
And going back to what you said about the roles aspect, I mean, you got to think Harden and Westbrook did play together in OKC, and they shipped Harden off, and Harden's been doing his thing in Houston, man. That's why. I mean, it's just common courtesy. It's just common knowledge for Westbrook to be like, hey, obviously he's established himself in Houston. He's obviously had some success. Yes. I'm gonna take the back seat. But when it comes to this season already, if we're talking about just like the games that they've played already in the regular season, what I've noticed is, I mean, I think anyone will notice this. I mean, if you just watch basketball, Harden's the problem right now. Harden's not shooting the way that he normally does. I mean, last night I think he went like 2 for 16 from 3.
Yeah, and
are you kidding me?
And you gotta look at it at that point. Like if he's having games like that, 2 for 16, he's got to look at that early on, like when he's maybe 2 for 8, 2 for 9, things like that.
Just to know,
and he's got to maybe be like, all right,
like,
Russ, maybe this is your game. Maybe this is your time to step up and take the challenge.
Sometimes I feel like Harden, like he knows the shot's there. Like he can create enough. He has the skill set to where like he can find the slightest window and shoot it. Just like Stephen Curry. Like the shot can be there at the same time, and it can't be there. But like the shot can be there, but if you rush it, like what is it gonna? Like, what is it going to do?
Yeah. Exactly.
What is it
That's
going to
what
do?
I'm saying.
Besides hurt your numbers.
It's we're not even 10 games in yet. It's been a really exciting season.
Yeah,
so
you can't call
expect
it.
You really
expect
can't
us to
call it.
talk a lot about
Yes.
NBA this season.
Chemistries are still
as
building
far
and
as,
things like that. We got a
but
lot of
that
new
Had a little
squads. This
hard.
year.
Sorry,
but people-
sorry about the Westbrook and Harden
No,
rant.
man,
Sorry.
but like people
Hey, I
really
had
need to
start the
pay attention to
conversation,
that
man.
AD and LeBron too. I would love to have LeBron as a mentor if I'm playing a small forward and I'm that big, and then have LeBron as a point
No,
power.
definitely.
Yeah.
Positionless basketball.
Yeah,
man.
that's
So
just
getting
crazy.
on though, Rookie of the Year. Who would you guys maybe
Most
think?
intriguing rookie?
Maybe looking at so far. We're only 4 games in, but maybe who you guys are maybe hoping to have a good year this year.
Man, I got my eye on Tyler Hero. Hero. Yeah.
Hero. Yeah, he's got a. I thought it was Hero the first
I
time
said
I heard
Hero.
Hero.
I had that little like
Hero.
W.
Hero. I'm just playing. It's Hero.
Hero.
Hey, and that's some respect too, because you gotta know that me and Stormy, we're diehard IU fans. We love
Some
the bloom.
fans.
Love the bloom, but hey, you got to give
See my
credit
boy
where it's
Noah
due.
in the building. I see
Hey,
you over there, homie.
Noah just had to sneak in real
Snuck
quick.
in on us. What's up, homie?
But yeah, going back to that, I mean, Hero has popped off. I mean, in that
Definitely. Miami's got
preseason
a
game
squad. Miami's
against
got
the
a
Magic,
squad.
he got under Michael Carter Williams' skin. Got right up. I mean, because he was getting buckets.
Carter
He's a bucket. I mean, I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie
he's-
to you. The kid's
he's-
pretty damn good. I think him and Jimmy Butler are gonna work out well.
He can score the ball at a great rate. You know, he's young and
He's
he's
gonna be a
he's seasoned.
problem.
He's playing
He's
like
a catch and
seasoned-
shoot too. He's
yeah.
catch and shoot.
Oh yeah.
He's got
nice.
range because that's the thing, man. It's a shooter's league now.
Yeah.
And Hero can shoot.
And then
so
when they
therefore,
adapt
he's
to
gonna
that,
strive
when they
in this
adapt to that
league.
catch
I mean,
and shoot system, bro, you, like I said,
You're
you get
right,
the
though.
slightest
It
window
is
and you got a
evolving into
burner
that.
on
And the
you.
thing
It's
is,
over.
and I think that's what's going to make this team successful. Like Jimmy Butler just has to surround himself because that's Jimmy Butler's team now.
Did I tell
And
y'all?
he
Did
needs
I
to-
tell y'all my finals prediction?
Didn't you say like?
I
No,
wanted to
that's
see.
not-
I want to see Miami and the Lakers.
bro.
That's
Okay.
an
We're-
early.
this
I'm
is
with
not-
like I
that's
like
a
we
dream.
obviously
Early
know that's not gonna
Okay,
happen.
let's
but, like,
okay.
that'd be crazy.
That can be a discussion for
That'd
another
be-
day. Going back, Ethan, who is your
That'd be
most
crazy.
intriguing rookie?
All right, I definitely said me and Trey seem to kind of agree. Ja Morant is definitely right out of Murray State. Definitely a good kid this year. Like
Ja.
we've talked about how explosive he is, and you guys talked about earlier how like he definitely seems to be one of the fastest players in the league.
Oh, 100.
almost
First,
already being
he's
like a
on
top
4 games.
five
He's got
at
a
least.
nasty quick first step. Nasty first step. He's too quick. And his handles are ridiculous. That's why he gets to the rim the way he does. He's like, you can't stop that speed with that type of skill.
Exactly. I honestly didn't know how well he was
With
gonna
that type of
perform,
athleticism, he's just like the whole package for a point guard damn near, bro. He's like, it's kind of scary. Like his playmaking ability,
He's
the
so
way that he's...
athletic.
Like
Man,
I honestly
it's
thought
insane.
at
He'll do it
one
all.
point, like I was like, yeah, I could only see him like he's playing OVC conference in college, like maybe not as
Same
competitive.
conference as Windler.
Number
Yeah.
Same
one.
conference as
Hey,
Belmont.
and Belmont,
Belmont,
right?
baby.
Hey.
Yes.
Hell
Shouts
yeah.
out to our boy Dylan
Yeah, Windler
Hell
actually
yeah.
went to Perry.
I
so-
dabbed up with him last
Perry
night
alumni.
at the game.
Yeah, Holden saw him at the
sir.
game
Yeah.
last night.
Cool ass dude, man. I fuck with Dylan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Windler for sure.
The
But
homie.
going back to you, Trey, who's your most intriguing rookie?
Yes, I'm going with Ja.
You're gonna go with Ja
Ja,
too?
if it would be Zion if he was healthy, because just the way that he's so post dominant,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
I'd love to
He's
see a big
cool.
guy do well in the league. But right now, since Zion's unhealthy, I gotta go with Ja.
I agree with Trey when he's saying about Zion being the most intriguing. Obviously, the most intriguing being injured though. Whenever he gets back, look for him to be.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a
he'll
problem when he gets
force.
back.
So,
Definitely.
but I'm gonna throw out a name that he's just now gaining popularity, but he's been someone that I've known and been watching for quite a while. Kendrick Nunn of the Miami.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Being
He's a dog.
being an IUPUI basketball manager, you know, we play out of the Horizon League, and he went to Oakland, which we played. We saw him 2 times a year, and just you could tell from just watching him, you're like, this kid's special. He's gonna have a chance to play at the next level, just because the way he can score. He's just got that. He's out of Chicago. A lot of tough players out of Chicago, and it was just seeing it all happen for him, I'm really happy for him. I'm glad that he's able to showcase
So
what he can do.
you basically got to see his kid develop.
Yeah,
That's
just
crazy.
knowing-
I honestly didn't know
That's
anything about him
crazy.
until it popped up recently.
Right.
Like,
Didn't you say earlier that he started out at Illinois and then transferred to Oakland?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that just tells you Illinois doesn't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to basketball. I mean, Bruce Weber, when he was there, couldn't get it done. I mean, the guy now doesn't. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Illinois basketball is a lost cause.
Yeah.
But I have a couple
bringing
rookies.
them
It's
It's time to hang it up.
not just most intriguing.
Shut it
but
down like SMU football back in the 80s.
Some other names I'll throw out there are R.J. Barrett in New York. I think.
Oh yeah,
He's going to be.
that's the
I'm
brightest
really
lines.
interested to see how he's going to play with the lights on him. Like the city of New York knows that he's going to be somebody
Look,
that.
anything in New York's gonna be a show. You just gotta be ready for the flash of the camera. You just gotta do
I
your
think
best.
he
to
is.
perform.
Ready for the
You just
media.
I
gotta,
think
you
he
just gotta
is.
fill in. I wouldn't say necessarily even fill in some boots, but just you just gotta be ready, bro.
Let me ask you this, though.
That's a different atmosphere. It's New York.
Let me ask you this, though.
It'd be
Do you-
different if I was playing in Texas.
I mean, knowing that Katie is like always like he's known to like criticize the media. You know what I'm saying? Like he's had multiple outbursts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the media.
yeah.
Do you think that the New York media, like just the presence of New York media, played a role in him not going to the Knicks?
I think, like he said, he even said, New York is just not it right now. Obviously, it hasn't been a well put together franchise as of late. They've had issues with their general manager.
God.
I've been choosing Brooklyn.
At the same time,
since they've had Joe Johnson, I've been choosing Brooklyn over
ISO
New York.
Joe.
ISO Joe's nasty. Yeah,
At-
shouts out to ISO Joe.
No.
But I always choose Brooklyn over the Knicks. I've always chose Brooklyn over the Knicks, but like,
Yeah.
at the same
yeah,
time,
but-
I feel like both media those teams are so closely related in location that I feel like the media is almost gonna kind of be the same outcome. So I almost don't even think that it might have had anything to do with it. But I could see maybe the Knicks organization, a bigger franchise like that, possibly
Yeah,
their
they're one of the
media could
biggest
definitely be
markets.
different than Brooklyn.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
rather being
It's a
about
big
the
market.
players
Like,
instead.
of course
it's-
you
you
want
play-
some names coming.
You're
through
gonna be
there.
playing for the Knicks. You're gonna be playing in the Mecca, as what the New Yorkers call it. The Mecca, bro.
The Mecca.
Like
Basketball,
it
yeah.
is the
Like, this is it.
center of basketball,
it.
bro. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I definitely think that played a part in it, just because he didn't want to deal with, like you said earlier, their dumbass
yeah.
questions they might ask.
The
like,
oh my gosh, that's
dumbest.
That's something that we've all been talking about.
You've
for the
seen
last
the
few
Westbrook
weeks.
interview, haven't you? Where the reporter asked, "Do you think the Jazz won this game, do you think the Jazz won this game, or you guys lost it?" And he's
What?
like, "What?"
Nigga, what?
Like that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of questions that they ask in the locker room. Like they some
Exactly,
And
and
you're
like-
you're a professional fucking journalist.
and we were
But
talking-
You know, they're just trying to get a reaction and a check at the end of the day. So
Exactly.
what are you going to expect? Really, I would if I was a pro athlete. Oh, here come the journalists. You gotta expect at least two dumb. Like they gotta be rolling their eyes in the back of their head. When they see
Exactly.
journalists.
The political side of it, we
100%.
do not.
They know they gotta.
Oh,
gotta.
yeah.
They're
take,
gonna
like,
be asked a
Yeah,
dumbass
yeah, they know they're
question.
gonna be asked a fucking dumbass question. But like
And
at the end of the day-
politics has a big weigh in on it, and that's
Yeah.
something
Oh my
that we really
God.
don't want to touch on at all
No.
because that's
Nope.
just prejudged
No,
by
no,
if you're on one side, we just feel like there's a judgment involved.
Oh,
in
immediately.
some
That's
sort of
just
way.
today's
So
society, though.
We don't
I
really
mean-
ever want to try to touch on that side of anything.
We want to talk about what's popping.
Exactly.
Talk
We
about
want to talk about actual
we-
like
trying to create that conversation.
Exactly why KD
pieces.
didn't go to the Knicks, because New York was not
There's
popping.
too much conflict
Not
and
somewhere he
in
wanted to
politics
be.
Yup.
right now.
And just
Way
like
too
talking
much.
about the Kyrie situation and all that too, like him talking about how he has mood swings right now. He addressed the question so well, and he talked about how it's just a humane thing. Like if something happens, you might be a little pissed off about it here and there. Like
It's
that's something
natural.
that's just gonna happen.
They act like these players don't have.
they act like they're not humans.
Yeah,
like, they act
y'all
like
act
they're
like
a
this
whole
just-
different.
They just see a dollar
breed or
sign, man.
something,
That's all
like-
I'm saying. They just see them as entertainment, like
all
Elijah
they-
said
yep.
earlier, bro.
Yep.
They just see it as entertainment and a dollar sign, bro. They don't see anything. They just see you on the market.
Exactly.
If you
Josh
do this,
Gordon,
if you
players
put up
like
these
that. We got
numbers-
people coming out saying that they're smoking, playing just because they have anxiety from all of it. Like
Percy
just
Harvin did
little
the
things
same
like
thing.
that.
Percy Harvin said he smoked it before every game.
Before and after.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how the hell he
boy,
beat that.
hey,
I don't know how
that's
the hell he beat the
ridiculous.
system, but
He was out there
tip my
chilling.
cap to you, my friend. You
Chilling.
finessed your way through the NFL.
Boy.
Calvin Johnson, same way.
Yep.
Calvin
Yep.
Johnson.
Yep.
Yep.
You're
He
right.
came
You're
out on
right.
that too.
All right, getting back on the NBA season, guys. Who were some of the teams in the East and West you're looking out for?
So I'll probably just kind of stick to West, but Like, obviously the Clips.
You're not gonna talk about the
You're
East.
not going to
The
talk about
Lakers.
show the East some
Not
love.
for
Come
now.
on.
Not for now. Like, but just
No,
you
you're
got to
not gonna
think
talk about
the,
the East
the
teams?
West is way more overloaded.
We know
I
they
feel
way
like.
more overloaded, bro.
But at least for
have
God's
some
sake,
East
now,
teams. I'm not saying I'm not going
Kiss
to.
my ass.
I'm literally.
Come
Oh
on.
my god.
Come on, just name them
just
off. Come on,
fucking
come on.
with
Get
you,
to the
bro.
point.
I
Come on.
obviously got the Clips, and then you got the Lakers. People think they're gonna make it this year, and we talked about some sleeper teams. Even we think OKC teams like that. I think the Jazz are a little sleeper team this year. They're probably gonna finish top 8 easy. I think.
I think the Jazz
have to
are
if
one of
you're
the
gonna be in
more
the playoffs.
overrated teams though, because there's a lot of like media that are putting them at like second in the West. It's like, dude, what? Have you seen how? Have you seen how many super teams are out west?
Yeah.
And you're
Exactly.
forgetting about. I'm telling you, bro. Portland, you ought to look out for them too. Once
What
they
did,
get
I
Dr.
thought
Nurkic
about
Rivers?
back,
Did you hear what
Portland,
Dr.
but I
Rivers
don't
said
know.
about Ricky
and
Rubio?
I hate to say
Dr.
that because I
Rivers.
You hear,
hate
I feel like
you hear
they
what
could
Doc
be a
Rivers said
sleeper,
about
yeah.
Ricky Rubio? He said he's a little tricky motherfucker.
He is,
but he is.
I'm
He's
not
a nice.
gonna.
He's a good
I'm
playmaker.
sorry, but I can't stand Ricky Rubio.
He's
that
played
greaseball
very
son of a
consistent the
bitch.
past couple
I'm
years.
sorry.
Yeah,
He
really
has. He puts up solid numbers. He's just not at the.
And
What would you
too.
think about if Ricky was still on the Timberwolves? You think he could fit in this style
Dude,
of play?
but
or no?
I mean,
you think that's why they got rid of him?
No, I mean, I definitely think that I think they'd just be the same. Like, because the thing is, you got to think
Honestly,
about how
yeah.
good
Yeah,
the
I
West is, bro. They wouldn't do any
ain't
better.
gonna-
I mean, they actually. I mean,
I
let me
feel
take
like
back.
I feel like
They would-
Carl Anthony Towns needs to go to the East.
He has been he's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Leading up to the suspension.
Oh yeah.
Carl's
Have him
yeah.
on my fantasy
Cat's
team.
a dog.
Keep doing your thing, Cat. When
I
you
feel
get
like he's
back,
gonna
because I need that.
Why do you say that though?
Because he's not going to get anywhere in the West.
Yeah, the T. I mean, unless he gets traded to
He's
another
not
West
Can't even
team.
argue with that.
Yeah, but he's a big man. The West are stacked everywhere. With
I
big
mean, he
men.
could
Who's
go
your
to a-
team, Trey?
Yeah, who,
But
let me see
I'm
your
going to
teams,
say
yeah.
my team for the West this year is going to have to be the Clippers. Just because I want to see my boy PG. Shouts out to big homie Matt. Big PG fans in this beat. But I got to see them. Him and Kawhi. I'm a big fan of Kawhi as well. And my East team, I want to see. I said I could see the Raptors doing it again.
I can see that too.
The
It's
Raptors.
obviously early in the season. I'm gonna just throw out a little list I have for the West. I got team. These are just teams. I'm expecting there to be a lot of different changes throughout the year. Like it's just
it's gonna be some
it go. You know
changes.
how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah,
Every
obviously.
NBA
The league
season's
jumps
different.
around.
It brings different things. But
The league is never
for the
at a
West, I got
standstill.
the Clippers being my number one. I think the Clippers and Lakers. I think it's gonna be a tight race between them all series, all
Exactly.
season long. It's gonna be an interesting series. But I got Clippers, Thunder, Lakers, Utah, some teams out west to watch for. In the East, I got the Pacers, the 76ers, Milwaukee, you have to throw in there with Giannis, and Miami. I think Miami could really make some strides throughout the regular season and surprise a lot of
Miami
people.
this year.
100%, bro.
They
That
could.
team. I mean,
Based on what I've seen so far.
I mean, that team looks damn good, though, because you got to think, like, they got Jimmy. I mean, I know Jimmy has some attitude problems we've heard about everyone does, you know? He just
Exactly.
wants to win. Jimmy just wants to
Exactly.
win. He
They-
has a very, like, he's trying to have, like, that Mamba-like mentality, you know? I mean, you just got to think they got him, they got Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and then Justice Winslow. Like, that's honestly
Winslow's
not a
Kendrick
terrible-
Nunn
Winslow's a
scoring
good
more
role
than any
Kendrick,
rookie.
exactly. I forgot to mention Kendrick Nunn. I mean, I'm telling
Winslow,
you.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
still making progressions, but it's like but he's still good. Like he has so much potential.
Who?
Yeah, national
Winslow.
champion.
Oh, Winslow's gonna
Winslow
be a dude.
has-
Like,
he's
he has
way
the
too
build and
athletic.
everything. He's
He's
so
way
athletic.
too
Who's that
athletic.
one guy that's got bounced?
I just don't want to see
Oh,
Winslow be
Derek
wasted. You feel
Jones,
me?
yeah,
Derek
Jones
Jones
I don't want to
Jr.
see Winslow go to waste.
He can
No,
jump
not
out
at all.
and
That'd just be I mean, if it doesn't work out this season, do you think Justice should maybe try to
I could see him going to the Kings.
the Kings?
I could see Winslow fitting in with the Kings with De'Aaron Fox's style of play.
I mean, but you got to think they just signed Harrison Barnes to a
They
4-year,
did.
$85
For
million.
him.
They did.
Yeah,
Dude, Harrison Barnes finessed the fuck out of the Kings. with
he
that
did.
one.
And they gave Buddy.
No, they
Buddy
did.
got a check.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Buddy
No,
Hill?
no. They paid Buddy. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
But
you said they
have
were
to
giving
pay
him up.
Buddy.
I was like,
Buddy
what?
is
No.
nice,
No.
yeah.
That would have been
Yeah, Buddy Hill got a nice
stupid as
ass.
hell.
Well, what do you guys think about like the Pacers this year?
I don't even
Well,
Out of the
we've
net, gotta show
obviously-
love. Gotta show love.
I mean,
what love is there to show? when
Look,
you're
here's
playing
the
like
thing.
this?
Me and Trey have like kind of the same like views on this. Here's the thing, Miles. If you just happen to be listening, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. you're a good player. I'm not gonna front with you, okay? But here's the thing: you're a much better defensive player than you are an offensive player, okay? Here's the thing: you can block shots and all, okay? But on the offensive end, quit shooting the damn
Set
ball.
screens and get out the fucking way.
You're a 5, man. You're the center. You should be in the post. I mean, I get it, man. It's a shooter's league and all, but here's the thing:
He should be.
you're shooting even though you can't shoot. If you're gonna shoot that much, then just move up to 4 and then put Sabonis at 5. Because Sabonis has actually shown that he wants to get in the post and big body a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Can
And
I
then
just say
Miles
something?
wants
If I feel like if Miles was a pass first, if he posts up, looks for a shot first, and if he doesn't have anything, and then he just passes it around, dancing around the box for a little bit. If he's one of those centers, and with our athletic players, because we're still young, we're young, we got some our playmaking isn't going to be as great as shit half the teams in the West, but we still have playmakers on the team. But if I just feel like I said earlier, if you find each other's rhythm, or if they just change up his play style, I don't feel like Miles is a shoot first center.
Not to target any specific player on the Pacers team, because I think that they did put together a good roster.
Yeah, we do
guys
have a
around
together
We're
good
just
roster.
gotta think Oladipo
And-
is still hurt.
And no
fellas. He's still
disrespect to
not-
Miles.
he's still
I'm
not
just
in.
saying it's just a critique that I've seen. I'm just this is from a fan's perspective.
Yeah.
I may not
I'm no
know
coach. I
everything
have
that
no
goes
coaching
into the
experience.
offense, okay? But from a fan's perspective, I'm just saying that it just seems like he's forcing shots when he can't shoot. Dude, you're not a Dirk. Get in the post, bro. Come
At
on,
all,
man.
bro.
Come on. But
What about your teams? You
all
guys,
right,
your
so in the East, I got the 76ers just because, I think that
I put them.
even though they did get rid of Jimmy, I definitely think bringing in Josh Richardson was a good addition because I definitely think he will blend in with that offense well. I definitely think they maybe oversigned Tobias Harris, just maybe by a little bit, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit.
His play,
His play is- yeah, he's representing-
Tobias, if
He's
you let
a
him,
good all-around player. Don't
Hey
get me wrong.
man, he gets down in there. He's a gritty player. I love
But
Tobias. Play for
I
the Magic.
just the only thing with the 76ers is I just think they overpaid with a couple players like Al
Yeah.
Horford, 4 years, $104 million, and the guy's like what 34, 35.
He's
a
on
little
his way
old.
up.
But I trust Elton Brand though. He's that.
Oh, yeah, Elton
general
Brand,
manager.
yeah.
I
But
think
I feel
100%.
Al
He'll be all
Horford,
right.
he'll produce though.
That was a
I've thought
solid
about that.
pickup.
him over the past
He'll
couple
give you a
years.
solid 15 and 9. You
Yeah.
know.
He'll give you a solid line.
I definitely think the Celtics are a team to look out for in the East. I just think that
Tatum?
just because they got a lot of young talent, you know.
Tatum?
I
Hayward's definitely back in his own
Kemba?
style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Kemba.
100%.
Since before the injury.
And that's
He's
the
kinda
thing,
back
like
himself.
maybe like all those reports that came out about Kyrie, like having the moose twinkies and all. Maybe it was good to get that out of the locker room. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's. I mean,
you
it
got
was-
players' egos.
Yeah.
Kyrie thinks different. He's so
exactly.
down to earth.
Exactly.
Maybe
like,
bringing in
every
another
player's not
personality,
gonna be down to
another
earth,
just
like-
another
Yeah.
mind will benefit that team. You know, just another new guard. You know, and he's a
And
damn
then
good.
Kyle's
point guard.
Kyrie's he's in a leader. He's in a leader position. He's in a leadership position. You know,
And the thing is,
he's a
but
point guard.
The
Like
only
this is
problem,
the guy that makes the
only
plays.
problem I had with Kyrie was just because like he asked to be the leader, and then he like complained about being the leader. It's like, dude, you asked for a trade to get away from Cleveland. You could have opted in and stayed, and you and Bron could have created something insane.
But you got to think he did come out and say that his grandfather passed away. He was someone who was really
Yeah,
close
yeah,
to
he
him.
did.
And when you're in a
Yeah.
big leadership position like that, and something like if you have a close relationship with a family member like that, and they pass away, your mind's gonna be distracted.
100%. I'm
Especially
not
someone
doubting
who's
that. Not at
playing
all.
Exactly,
every
and then
day.
you don't want to get it out there because then you don't want the media asking you about it.
Right, like you said, he's a human. You know, he's got human. He's just like everybody else. Just because he goes out and plays in front of thousands of people and he's on TV every night doesn't make him, his
Humans
feelings.
first,
Exactly.
any
That's
different.
exactly. He addressed that interview so well.
No, yeah.
100%.
Humans first, athletes second. You feel me?
But just shifting over to the West, one team that obviously we're all looking out for, the Clips. I mean, we've seen it. Starting
Yeah,
with game
Clips are gonna
one.
be
I mean, the
crazy.
Clips, I think, have shown everyone that they are going to be the real deal this season. Okay,
No doubt.
I mean, even without Paul George, they are putting up some numbers. Though I didn't like that they lost to the Suns, and I know I was giving you a lot of shit about it, but you did make a point. It is only 3 games in, but the Suns, they're a more surprising team.
The
Definitely.
Suns are going to get some
Definitely.
respect. around the league.
100%. D Book's trying to get that team together.
They've been
and
the
I like that.
They've been the
Now,
running joke throughout the
DeAndre
league. but-
Ayton, you stupid.
He's a big
But
mother.
the second team that I'm looking out for in the West that none of you guys have mentioned yet, the Trailblazers. Even though I hate to say
I'm kind
I
of
hate
sleeping.
it.
Yeah,
I hate it because they hit. I mean, obviously Dame.
We know.
You know Dame and Dame time.
Yeah.
He turned on Dame time
But
against.
like, is it bad that I
boy,
knew
he
he
did his
wasn't going to
thing.
get anywhere after that shot? Is it bad that I knew
what?
that he wasn't going to go any further after he made that shot?
For the next round, no. The
Yeah, I was
Trailblazers
like,
have been
I'm
a
like,
second round
Dame
team
is-
at best.
You can only do so much.
Last 2 years.
They made it to the Western Conference Finals, dog.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like after he made that shot, like
Oh, they weren't gonna go to the finals. No.
No.
Okay, I thought you meant like
No.
go further in the playoffs.
No,
I
I
was
just
about to
mean,
say,
I'm saying
what?
this year, I think they're a second round
Dame
team.
holding
Like,
the trophy,
they
I
added-
honestly can't picture it.
But the only reason why
Not
I say
there.
they're a team to look
I
out
just feel
for
like
is
he needs
I
bigger
feel like
pieces.
that.
on
no.
his
But the
team.
thing is, like, you got to think they brought in Hassan Whiteside from the Heat.
Yeah,
Okay,
Whiteside was
But
nice.
here's the thing. I get it that he may have some attitude problems every now and again. I understand that. But the dude puts up numbers. He's gonna give you a double-double. Okay, he's a guaranteed double-double, 10 and 10. Okay, give or take. But bringing him in, and then you got CJ and Dame in the backcourt. And then also you got to think Nurkic got hurt last season, and he was out all last season. He's going to be coming back. Like, not obviously he won't be back till
I'm
like
not
January.
even gonna lie. I feel like they are a better team with Nurkic.
I'm
They
telling
are
you,
a way better team with Nurkic.
That's the thing. Like,
They are a way better.
and
team.
I definitely think like they
'Cause-
did because the thing is, Enes Kanter could have opted into his contract with the Trailblazers, but then he went to Boston, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was damn near. I mean, it was addition by subtraction. They got rid of Ennis, got him out because I can't stand
But-
Ennis. But then they brought in Hassan. I mean, I think Hassan's a better player than Ennis easily.
Yo, definitely. Yeah. He throw Ennis in freaking New York with RJ or something. We don't. I don't like Ennis.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that wraps up most of the NBA
Yeah,
things
I'd
we're
say
going
we're
to talk
probably
about.
done talking
Let's
about
shift
NBA
over
at
to
this
the
point.
NFL. Man, the Colts. Everyone is sleeping on them, man. What the hell is
Definitely
up with
a
that?
sleeper team.
Come on,
sure.
man.
You
It's how it
pointed
is
out
every-
to me that
That's how it's
they're
been.
they're maybe not leading a ton of categories, and they're maybe still kind of farther
But
away
we know
from the
how
top.
to get a
Know how
goddamn
to-
They're getting
win.
dubs.
Yes.
They're
We
getting
know
dubs.
how to get it. People look at so many numbers. There's so many numbers, but it's this one stat that really matters. It's this one number, and it's the number on the record. I can go out. I'll throw 10 yards. I'll throw 10 yards. 2 passes, 10 yards, and I'll run that bitch until the fucking wheels fall off. I don't care. I'll have 200, 300 rushing yards, 10 however we can get a W, bro. However we feeling that day, it does not matter. As long as we get a W. People looking at all these stats. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is gonna give you 385. He gonna give you 350.
Dude, I'm telling you, Brissett's throwing the ball real nice.
But yeah,
Dude, he's
Brissett,
nice.
he's really
He's really filled that role because you got to think that especially being in Indianapolis as we are, like you got to think from our perspective as a fan. We've had a horrible thing. We had that coach back out on us.
Josh McDaniels.
Then we have Luck back out on us, and then we start season and Vinatieri's
We're
maybe
still
off
scarred
a
from
little
fucking
bit than
Pagano.
he is normally. Like that's a
Like,
crazy.
all
season
reasons
for
to
them have
write
the
off a
record they
team,
have.
which it's been understandable as to why they're
Exactly.
being written off, and
I don't
I
blame
think
them.
they like it that way. You know,
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I
Colts
love
love
it.
it.
they
I
always
love
can
it.
play better
100%.
that way.
Let them keep.
I love being the underdog. Honestly,
It just makes me laugh how some of these media, just people in the media, Colin Cowherd,
cough. But guess who? Guess what? Houston he does have in his top 10. The
6.
Texans.
Yeah,
The
has him at
Texans.
6, and then has the Chiefs at 10. But then it's like, wait a minute. When he was naming them off, I was like, oh wow, he's gonna give the Colts some credit. He's gonna actually like put
Thought
him
he
in
was
the
gonna
top
be like top
5,
4.
top 3. Didn't even put him in the top 10, and they beat the Chiefs and the Texans. So therefore, you might think, since they beat both of them, you might put them ahead. I mean, that's just the logical.
I don't know if you were
thing to
chasing
think.
a headline.
Oh, he definitely
I
was.
swear,
Man,
Some
what
people,
that was,
some people, I
bro.
swear, just
He
give
got a
answers
$1
to
for
chase
doing
some
that
clicks.
That's a
one.
little
That's
clickbait.
That's
He
ridiculous.
definitely got
that's
$1
all
for
it
doing
is,
that one.
man. I mean, it just sucks because Ty's out 3 to 4 weeks because we've seen it. Like
that's
without
gonna
Ty in that
hurt. I know,
offense,
T.Y.
bro,
He
it
gives-
doesn't.
he gives
he
major-
definitely gives our offense that little bit more of a
Spark.
stretch that we
Definitely.
already need. Like that catch that he had in that crunch time. When
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
playing.
right
Like,
there at the end.
like, come
That
on.
was fourth down.
That ball that Brissett threw though was a roped.
We should have
was
lost to
nice.
Denver.
On
If
the
we're
run.
being completely
On the run.
honest.
Well, we should have.
escaping
We
Von
played
Miller.
like shit.
I swear.
I mean,
yeah.
I love you to death, Vinatieri, but come on, man, buckle down just for this last. If you're gonna do this last ride, come
we
on
know
now.
this is
Just
probably
buckle
the last
down.
ride.
Just act
One
like it
more
was a couple
season.
years
Hey,
ago.
but,
Just come
we
on.
know he obviously wants to win. Like,
Yeah,
we
he
can't-
wanna win.
Well, obviously, everybody can't blame him. Like,
I mean, we were all
he
sitting,
wants to hit the field goals. Like,
We
he
were-
doesn't not.
Yeah, it's
wanna
not like he
fucking
doesn't
make one.
want to, but it's like, come on, you know how old you are. That's
Exactly.
obviously
still
a
hitting
factor.
game
That's the
winners,
most
just last
obvious
week.
factor.
Yeah,
hit a
exactly.
game winner. We were all
51
downstairs.
yarder. I'm not
You can't be
51
scaring us like
yarder.
that. I love him
And-
to death, but he just can't be scaring
Bro,
us
and
like
that's
that.
the thing. Like when he was asked to kick that 51 yarder, I'm not gonna lie.
Holden,
Oh,
he said.
pumped it about that.
Holden said.
I
he
was a
said,
little
"Boys,
scared.
This game's
I
over.
ain't even going front
He's-
with you.
he said this game's over. Just so you all
Yeah,
know. He says
yeah.
it's
I said,
over.
boys,
He's
looks like
not
we're gonna be
making it.
taking it now. Because I mean, you got to think the man had just missed a PAT before that. I mean, Jesus, what was I supposed to
Exactly.
Like,
Like,
yeah, we fucked.
think? Yeah,
But
no
he came
question.
through.
But
As
what's,
always.
hey, he's
what's
been
y'all-
coming through in the clutch though. When it counts, he's been
Yeah.
hitting.
All right.
At least it's not Chicago.
But
Damn
what's
right.
y'all? I see we got it's a lot of heat in the NFL though. So like, what's y'all top 5? It's a lot of heat.
It's
We're
tough.
at that
Ooh.
stage in the NFL where
All
we
right,
can, you
man.
know,
You
you can
wanna start
honestly
off,
make some
or
nice
I-
predictions.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
We
and
can
start.
make some nice predictions here.
I put the 49ers, obviously an undefeated record. I picked the Packers. I like Rodgers. I've always kind of had a thing. I've liked Rodgers. I've always liked him in a way. He's played great. He's always been a playmaker every aspect of the way. Colts, I got them just because they're the sleeper team like we just talked about. Obviously, everyone's sleeping on them. Saints are stepping in. Drew Brees is another Indiana guy. Went to Purdue. Even though I don't mind, I like Purdue. I still respect it. And he's always just been a playmaker, as we can see. And then I got the Patriots, obviously. Cause
Okay.
I as much as I hate
We
to
don't
say
like
it
the
as
Patriots
Colts
around
fans,
here.
Yeah, we don't like the
but-
Patriots.
But we respect
They're
Tom.
We don't,
Brady.
but you
They're
you gotta respect the coaching and the numbers. I guess they gotta be
He's
doing
getting
something
bold.
right if the numbers are looking the way they do. But me, I'm gonna have to go with with my number 5 team, the Seahawks. Shout out to Russell Wilson. He's
Still
doing a
getting
hell
it
of a
done.
job over there doing it. Their defense,
MVP
Davian
candidate.
Clowney,
Yep.
Bobby Wagner holding it down. Still got the Legion Boom left.
I don't think anybody's left from that team.
Man. But
Or
I got
from
the
that
Colts
LB,
as my number
you know.
4. I mean,
Yep.
I'm gonna give us an honest rating
Respect
because you
it.
never know with the Colts, man. Because
Mhm.
I mean, like it's come on now. We're just one of those teams that they give you a scare like last week. Like I
Yeah.
said, we should have lost, but we didn't. We pulled it out. I don't know how. And then number 3, I got Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes came back healthy. I don't know how the hell he did it. Dislocated his knee. What was he back? A week?
I can still
a week
see
and a
it,
half
yeah.
or 2
Mahomes
weeks later?
is insane.
Did
Hey.
he came back?
Bud, didn't the Colts just beat the Chiefs? On
Yeah,
Sunday
but
Night
I
Football?
made this list before, so I'm just reading it off.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, never
Yeah,
mind.
but,
Go ahead, go
I'm
ahead, go ahead.
honestly, I'm still gonna have the Chiefs over the Colts, honestly, because Chiefs are
Yeah.
the receivers are putting up crazy.
And the
numbers.
thing is, you got to think like a lot of their receivers when we played them were hurt, and Tyreek was still out. Sammy
like,
Watkins is out. Like I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes is one of these quarterbacks. He's such a field
But
general.
the thing is, against the Chiefs, though, you got to think that Colts secondary had mostly. I think they had all like second or third string guys in there and shut them down.
yeah,
bro.
that's the thing. But
Just
like,
shut them down.
it's nobody's playing against nobody's at that point. Like you got your third
Yeah.
string wide receivers
But
coming
the-
against
so-
your
but
third
the-
string.
There's really been a few consistent
Defense.
teams. Like I know we have a couple undefeated teams, but I think just from watching as a fan, just watching all the games like mutually. But no, I just think there's a lot of it's a real tight race. Like I feel like everyone's beating everybody else, and then. But for mine, I'm gonna say the Colts, obviously. The Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, obviously being from the 502. I had a chance to watch a lot of his games in Louisville, and just,
Special type of
yeah,
playmaker.
I
He
never
that
had
Special.
never had
first week, too.
never had any doubt of him coming into the league that he was.
So let me ask
play
you,
well.
since you say you watched a lot of Lamar at Louisville, what do you think was his Heisman moment? Like, what was his Heisman game where you just knew like, yep, this kid's gonna win the Heisman. Like he is a dog.
Whenever the Florida State game at Louisville,
That's what I was thinking.
going
too.
into the game, everyone's like, "This game's gonna be crazy." You know, there's a lot of energy in the crowd. Like it was, and they just went out and rolled him.
They played like Clemson or
Yeah,
somebody.
dude, they could have
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
What was his name? James Quick tried to do something fancy and like tried to juke him out, and he thought that he got the first down, but
Man.
all he had to do was just go north and south. Quick going east and west.
going east.
Ain't gonna happen.
That's
Go
frustrating.
ahead.
But yeah, Colts. So Ravens, I'm definitely gonna say them. The Packers, I think Aaron Rodgers has been playing on another level as he's been stepping up from and his level is all the way up there. But the Packers, Eagles, Chiefs, Patriots, and Seahawks are my teams in the NFL that I'm really looking for moving forward.
Wait. So who was your 2 and your 1 for your top 5?
I didn't put them.
Oh, you didn't put them.
I got Patriots.
That's how mine were. Yeah, I didn't really have an order.
So with me at number 5, I got the Ravens. Obviously, I think Lamar Jackson brings a trait to the table that it's hard to defend him really because you got to defend against the run of the pass. I mean, you really just don't know with Lamar. He's that special of a playmaker. Like he can make things happen on a dime.
Exactly.
So, at 4, I got the Colts. Man, everyone's sleeping on them, but I love it. I love the Colts being an underdog because that's when they shut people up.
Oh yeah,
Concord. But anyway, 3, I got the Saints, bro. The Saints with Teddy Bridgewater backing them up, and he's an NFL starter in this league. Let's get that straight right now.
Teddy, I feel for him.
He made his money.
Go to Chicago.
He made his money.
I could see that. I could 100%
Me and
see
Knesny
that.
were talking about that
That's
the other
smooth.
day. Yep.
That'd be real smooth.
Number 2, I got the Pats. Here's the thing. Patriots fans, I think you can admit this too. Y'all haven't played an offense worth a damn. Let's get real, 100%.
We know how crazy those damn fans are. They
Like,
gonna take their score. They gonna take their record and run with it.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah,
If I'm a Colts fan, I'm taking our
because the
record.
thing is,
Exactly.
because the thing is, my number 1 team, the 49ers, have actually proven it against some pretty damn good
Yeah.
teams that
They've shown.
they're some dogs.
Definitely.
They some dogs now.
Chase them dogs.
They some dogs now.
I think it's going to be a really exciting season moving down the stretch for NFL. One of the more interesting seasons that we've had in a while, so it should be good.
For sure. All right, boys. Well, I think that wraps up our sports talk for the Epi. Let's move on to music.
What else we like?
Oh,
This is where I actually like.
I was ready.
All right,
I'ma just-
boys. Who do we think is the hottest artist out right now?
Ooh.
Who we got?
All right. I just because I love the album. I put Thug and also Gunna because I swear Gunna he's one of those guys that I have seen for years. Like I've known about Gunna maybe since like 2015, just seeing him as in features, things like that with everybody along the way. But I never really started like I was kind of late hopping onto him in that way. But who would you say, Trey?
Bro, you know I'm going with Gunna. We got the same.
Yeah,
We got
okay.
the same taste, bro.
I
Like
respect it.
Gunna, yeah, he's definitely one of those artists I done watched develop since like I started listening to him probably like junior year in high school. But he one of those dudes. His sound has definitely evolved,
Especially
over the
this
years.
time in year, like he
Yeah,
just seems to be
he
around
just, like,
everybody's
his,
stuff right
his
now.
sound is
He
like
is.
it's different, but it's at the same time it sounds enough to the same. Where like he's just got his
You can
own
put him
unique
on any
swag to it.
track
Like yeah, you gonna
almost.
get your
Exactly, I feel
artists.
it,
You can
yeah.
put him on
You're
any
gonna get
track.
artists-
Dude,
artists from the
he
80s
could
that
literally
vibe, you know?
feature
He's
on like
versatile.
he's
He
such
is
a good
versatile.
feature artist,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
a good just his albums are hard like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Drip Season
You don't
3.
really
Is that
have
what
no
it
See,
is?
it took me
Drip
some
Season-
time
He's got
catching
some
on
drip
as a solo,
too. We've been.
but-
Isn't it Drip Season 3? That album.
Hey,
that,
you,
Richie produced?
what do you be
Yeah.
saying? What do you be saying? You get this overseas drip. You get this overseas drip.
Who you got, man?
I gotta go with my boy the Baby
Ooh.
and the Kirk album.
Yeah, he's-
definitely my hottest in the game right now.
That's an insane come up, like just in general. I would say, like
Just I know there's a lot. He gets a lot of
Blue.
hate about. He doesn't switch. Which with me and Ethan, we talked about this on from his first album to the second album. There was a lot of similar sounds, but it's I think it's about the consistency.
It is a similar sound, but-
people listening to a sound, but they not listening to what he's saying.
exactly, and
Exactly.
it's also
Rhymes.
part of just like you gotta milk out that sound completely. As far as you can keep that going, if it's working for
And
you,
you making
and
all
then
this
he can
money
get
off of it.
versatile on another subject and things like that. Like that's what Lil Nas X did. That's why he came in such a way like he did in that way. He milked out that Old Town Road. How many different remixes did he have? Like 7.
Mhm.
Like-
Yeah,
bunch of
insane,
people
bro.
It's just- that's what
And
I'm
everyone
talking
wonders
about.
why
Like,
that thing was
he-
the
he
longest
just-
running
he-
number
he
one song
literally-
ever.
And he's now
Literally,
got
he had
that all the way
so
down
many.
until there was
set
nothing
for
left.
life.
Easily.
And the Baby, he just seems like that one artist that like I would definitely try to hang out with.
He's just, like,
outside.
got it.
He's
Ooh,
he's
yeah,
goofy.
yeah.
He just
Shouts out to the
he's
people
got
from
swag,
Charlotte.
He's got drip.
Yeah, he like
Y'all
really
got
is
one.
about
Yeah,
action.
Charlotte,
so
you know
I
what
like
we
it.
you know what we do.
Shout out to Charlotte. Y'all got y'all one.
He's great to the fans. You know, he's a
Definitely, yeah.
He's inspiring. He's motivating.
He had a sit
like
down.
him.
We watched that interview. He had a sit down with Gary Vee even, and we were like,
Yeah.
no way. And
Gary Vee.
he was
He's
really
rocking.
just saying like he saw something. And
He's
like,
rocking
he's a real
straight.
superstar.
Gooch.
Like he
He
sees
is.
him
He's
going.
Gary
I've
Vee
got
was
a-
poking at his damn brain. He was trying to. He was like,
was.
"Hey, bro, you
Talking
can
to him
market
about
yourself in a
acting
bunch
and
of
shit
different
like that.
ways."
Dude, he saw
I mean-
something in the baby. Like he saw something
Definitely.
unique. Like he could definitely
More
be
than-
the
more
next
than
super-
music.
I
Oh,
see
He
him
saw
acting
what-
like how
He is.
Tupac.
What I
like,
liked about
acted,
that was
bro.
he saw more in the baby than just music, and like you just got to get yourself
Which
out
is
on
exactly
different
what
platforms.
we're trying to do too with
Yeah.
people that
Exactly.
want to
Like
come
I
on
might not
and
be
a
comparing
guest.
him musically to Tupac, but like acting wise, I feel like he could get out there and be in movies
Dude,
just like Tupac.
his
did.
music
Like,
videos,
easily.
you've seen it,
You-
bro.
you
He
see
can
him.
His
he's
Instagram
such a
Instagram
guy.
posts, his social
creativeness
media
to him.
presence.
Yeah.
is
He's got
just
that.
like-
He's just got that character in
It
him.
just-
He
yeah,
like
his
he turn it on,
videos
turn
are
it
just
off, bro.
funny, bro.
It
Like,
elevates his
it's
level.
hilarious.
And his whole little cruise like that, like shouts out to Stunner for Vegas too, bro. I be seeing you in the baby's videos.
And you
hot
gotta
too,
shout out the
bro.
real goats.
Real
You got
nice.
Rico is the main one.
Their videos,
I don't. I'm
bro,
sorry,
are
but I
videos
don't
so
remember the other
creative.
two guys' names
Hey,
as much. But
you're forgetting one shout out. Jetson. That
Lord.
motherfucker with the
Jetson made
faces
another
killer with it.
that's in.
Facts, yeah. You
Oh
can't
Lord.
leave. All right, Holden. I think we all know where this is
Justin
going,
made
but
it.
you're hottest out
All
right now.
right, we know.
What you think it's gonna be?
Loki, he's gonna throw us for a loop.
You're tripping. Nope.
tripping.
Turn that back around. It's my boy Slime, Young Thugger.
Oh.
So much, dude. Have you realized how
thought you was gonna
diverse
say
this
Cardi.
man has been? Bro, going from beautiful thugger girls to slime language to so much fun.
Slime
He
language
is one
was
of the most
fire.
diverse artists
It
ever.
was.
Like he doesn't
He-
just rap on the
Awesome.
same. Like he changed up his flow. He changed up his sound.
Because he know he
sometimes,
got
you know?
that cross platform, and when you know you got that cross platform, that's money coming from different types of ends, bro. Everybody fucking with your music at that point. So he definitely can switch it up from album to album, and
Bro,
people
and
are
you-
gonna buy,
you-
sell it, whatever. Like, he's gonna make a nice profit. Off
You
of it.
got to take it back to where he really just switched everybody up completely with when he. I'm telling you, when Jeffrey came out with the dress, that was it. Like that's when he really. I
Oh,
felt
that
like
album was
he
hard.
changed. Like he changed an aspect in the game,
And
even,
his
like,
EP,
too, to where, like,
his EP was nice. The
Mhm.
on.
there
Dog
were
got
certain
that- he
artists
got
that
that
just, like,
energy.
What was
I don't
that?
know, expressed a different side.
What
of
was
themselves.
that artist or not artist? What was that album that he did with Future Slime or Slime Season?
Oh,
What was it? What was that album with him called?
I'm trying to remember.
Him in Future?
Him and
Future.
Future had an album together not too
I
long ago. It
didn't
had
really
Cruise
listen
Ship
to
on
it.
there. What else?
Oh,
Dude, you know what I'm
Mean
talking about.
Flow was on there. I love that.
Dude, it's hard. But Paddock,
They
or
got
Paddock
that,
Water, Paddock Water.
Paddock Water.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
They
what
got
else?
that. Fuck, what is it?
What
called?
was that album called, bro?
But take a trip somewhere. Yes, I don't do jet skis. You got that
Yes.
song on there? Ah, I cannot remember.
Wait, no.
the tape.
That's
Is that-
That was Slime
relationships, bro.
season like 2.
I feel like
That's relationships. That's off of Beautiful Thugger Girls, bro.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about
super
the.
slimy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
yeah,
slimy.
Super
That's
Slimy
Right.
is
Yeah, I didn't
Thank
listen
you.
to that
Super
one.
Slimy.
We should have
yes.
known. I mean,
Yeah, God, I'm a huge Thugger fan. I didn't fucking know that.
I'm
Do
sorry.
your research.
How did
bro.
I not? We should have known that.
Sorry. All right, artists that are on the come up. Who is some of your artists that you're really looking out for, and you're just like, yep, he's next up. Who
You
got?
know, we've all been rocking with them. I think that I put you on to Yahweh
Yes.
originally.
Yep.
Tyler
Yep.
Yahweh is
Tyler
on. He's
Yahweh.
opening tour for
Hard.
Post Malone right now. Oh my, he's
Watch
I'm
out for
telling
this
you,
man.
This man's gonna
Watch
be a rock
out
star.
for him.
And then
He is.
I'm not even gonna say this because I know this man's already gonna get this dude. and then
I got a.
I'm just gonna let you guys just go, Trey.
Go.
I'm
You,
just
you
gonna-
got. You only
No,
got
I mean,
one.
you got
Yahweh.
it, yeah,
Yahweh is yours?
Yahweh's good enough.
I want to hear Elijah's honestly.
I'm rocking with Ski Mask, the Slump God.
Oh.
Big Ski
y'all.
Mask fan of Ski, and I know he's on the come up as well.
Yup,
Trying to
yup.
live. He's
He's
trying
hard.
to carry on X's legacy with him as well, and
Hey, that was his
that's
homie.
really gonna
Shouts
work
out
out
to
well
him, bro.
for him.
And I've been rocking with both of them early on, and I'm telling you, I always did kind of favor Ski out of the two, but I'm telling you now with him kind of mixing X's
And
sound with his too, just giving
Yeah,
little
I feel like
samples
they
and
definitely
things.
their
It's-
sounds they clicked well and they made good music.
And I will
together.
say, I was in attendance for Rolling Loud Miami 2019,
Yup,
and
yup.
his was the very first opening set. Through those mosh pits, I was up there. I got picked up and straight thrown.
And I went
across
to
the
the,
mosh
I was actually in the
I kid
mosh.
you not. Somebody
I
picked
would have
me
got
up
ready to
and
fight.
threw me.
I
It
was in the
that
pit.
Insane.
I was in the
God.
pit the first year in Chicago at the Lyrical Lemonade Festival. And that one went insane.
You went to Mosh Pit?
It was actually just after X had passed, and it went crazy. Oh my gosh!
shit.
Like, everybody turned up.
Wait, didn't
for
you
him.
say
It
at
was
that
awesome.
Lyrical Lemonade, weren't they like passing out like the actual lemonade and shit?
Yeah, they actually had. It was before the lemonade actually came out. It was before the actual lemonade came out in cans or anything. But yeah, it was actually Cole Bennett's mom was back there selling it to everybody. Like I talked to Cole's mom.
Cole Bennett
and everything. Like a ton of people did. Yeah, everybody who was there probably talked to her. Yeah.
Big respects to Cole Bennett.
Yeah, she was just there.
He's a
100%.
hustler just like us.
He is.
And I got and then you got Cole's best friend Glow Up Jake. You had the two Jakes. Fuck Lil Jake is Young Band's manager. And they're like that big
Young
DJ
Band's
set for Lyrical
hard.
at that
He's
time.
still popping.
And they're kind of doing their own thing now too. But I got a picture with Glow Up Jake at that point.
Holden, who's
one of
your
his
coming
best
up
friends.
artist, bro?
I had Yahweh, bro.
Yahweh?
I'm telling you, 'cause
Yahweh,
here's
dude,
the
I'm
thing.
telling
Like
you.
normally, like a new artist that I listen to, I only listen to like a couple of songs, like just because like I don't necessarily know them all that well, and they're normally like the first couple albums that I listen to by them are normally like kind of shitty. I don't really like them, but the thing is, Yahweh's like one of the only artists that like I've actually like when I first listened to him, like I actually gave them a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth listen, and just went through the whole album. And I was like, damn, this dude's hard.
Yeah, bro.
you
When
know?
it come to music, bro, I'll be picky, man, because it's like
That's how I am. I'm
If I don't
very
fuck with
picky.
your sound, bro, I will never turn you on
and
again.
I feel like there's
I will
so
have no
many.
remorse.
That's the thing.
There's
Like,
so many artists.
So
yeah.
do you think sound has more of like an impact on you, like when it comes to like selecting an artist that you fuck with? Do you mostly like focus
definitely.
on sound?
No, definitely.
That's how I am.
If it's
too,
something I like,
100%.
if I'm not feeling it in here, then
I'll just say
I
when it
won't
comes to
listen to
music,
it.
like everything that like I do, I think we all can share a mutual interest in that. It's just music is such an influential part of like our day-to-day lives. Like no matter what, in my free time, if I have a free minute, I'm trying to listen to some songs.
Exactly.
I'm
Like
always
I
trying
probably
to
listen
vibe.
over half of my day every day is probably listening to a little bit of music.
So
like,
give me some of your all's like.
hold on, I gotta my come up artist definitely TLE Cinco.
Oh, we gotta talk about
205 Birmingham,
Cinco.
Alabama. TLE,
Dude,
man,
he's
he
straight
on the come up, bro.
rapping for Bama.
Yes,
Roll
bro.
Tide.
He's definitely on the radar for come up artists. And then I got YNC Capo, Lil Key, Cutiful. Shouts out to y'all.
Shout out
Y'all
Keed.
made-
Keed,
Shout out
Keed's
That's
one of
Thug's,
mine
like,
too.
son.
Keed
Oh my
is
gosh.
up next, bro. He has that thugger type of sound, like you just said.
It's-
Oh yeah, it's Thug
he's
definitely
hard.
inspired that
He's
sound too. So
He's
Definitely,
hard.
and then I just love how like they embrace each other even too. Like
Oh, yeah.
Thug brought
Thug
him
want to
in,
see
he
everybody
was like,
eat, bro.
He was
That's
like,
what I
hell
love
yeah,
about
like,
Thug. He want to see everybody eat. You
Yup.
don't care how, but just as long as you making it and you just get into it.
I love his like little like inspirational videos that he
Yeah.
does, bro. I think that's hard.
bro. It's cool. It's super cool. So what was you saying, Elijah?
I was saying because of music being such an influential part of like what we do at like what we talk about and things like that. Just give me some of your all's like artists, your go-to artists that you're gonna listen to whenever you're just up to this
Ooh,
point.
I
Just
feel
a
that.
go-to
Bro,
artist.
in all honesty, Cardi. Like I'm so looking forward to a whole lot of Red. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of listening to a few leaks. Ain't gonna lie to you. So this album's about to be hard as fuck. Like
Yeah.
it's about to be his hardest
We've
album he
been
has coming
listening
out,
to
bro.
it.
It's
Hopefully
oh my.
what's gonna be
Hopefully
on
what's
it.
been like leaking, which I mean I hate it. I do listen to the leaks, Cardi. I'm sorry, but hey, I'm still gonna buy the album.
I'm sure he respects
I'm still
it. He
buying
lo-
the
he
album. That's
loves
the
it,
thing.
it's
Like
fans. We're
that's
still
what,
getting the
and that's
album.
what I'm saying.
We're
Like
still
I
getting the
definitely think like
Definitely.
when
Just
he's
let 'em know
talking
that.
when he's
We're not
talking about
stealing
people like
We're still getting the
not
album.
listening to leaks, he's talking about the people that just listen to him and not like actually get his album. Like I'm
Yeah.
actually, even though I've listened to that
Like,
shit,
support-
I'm going
support
to
the
buy
man.
the album 100%. But definitely Cardi. Obviously me being a big, Travis fan. Travis is always one of my top artists I always turn on. And then Young Thug, definitely my top three that I normally go to.
Honestly, I've been rocking with Travis since early on. Not Owl Pharaoh exactly, but right when Days dropped, I was on him, and I knew Owl Pharaoh and everything after that. And definitely Travis, definitely Uzi. I've always been rocking with Uzi a lot beforehand too, and then I've been listening to Keed and Thug a lot more lately, and Cardi, because I've been around Holden so much lately. Holden's just been getting me on Cardi like crazy.
Cardi's hard.
And I love Cardi now. And
everyone hates on that man just
I'm trying
because
to
of his
think who
sound.
else.
Like,
Elijah actually did put me on. I'm actually listening to Russ. A lot
I hope
now.
we were not about to leave him. I was going to get to him.
Russ,
Russ
if
is
you're out
hard.
there, I know there's always controversies with
Respect.
Russ, it seems like, but this man does make some good music.
He does.
He makes
produces
good
it
music.
and
yes,
writes it,
and he
performs
speaks
I
like
like
actual shit too. Like
Yeah,
I
it's real
fuck
rap.
with his lyrics. I
respect him.
I love his overall message that he has in each song. Like I just love. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a Russ hater just because.
I'm on it.
I mean, I just went off of what people told me. I'm not gonna lie. I let other people's opinions sway mine. But after listening to him and giving him even more and more plays,
I mean, this man
grew to
just
like
got
him,
a
you know?
That's what we try to do
Rihanna
with him a lot.
cosign. This man just got a Rihanna cosign.
Bro, he put that song
Oh my
out
God.
a week later. He's performing it as a headliner overseas, which not a lot of people really do. Not a lot of
He
artists
does,
do.
and that's one thing I can kind of respect, especially if any indie artist, any independent artist out there at all, if you have such a big fan base like that around the whole world, like even when you go overseas, around America, everything like that, that's unbelievable. Like that's so impressive.
And
like, that's
everyone
so
in the
hard to
crowd,
do.
everyone
That's
in the
so hard
crowd's
to do.
memorizing the song already. Like this, like
That
the
is like
influence-
years.
It's been
that's-
a week. It took a week for him to get everyone on his lyrics that quickly.
It's
Like that song
insane.
was that popping.
Who's some of your artists, Trey?
What you got?
My top three gotta be Gunna, TLE, and I probably gotta go with right now. My boy from Memphis, D Mula. He cool.
Oh, I think you showed me something.
Yeah, you fuck with that underground
Yeah,
scene.
I
man.
like a bunch of down south artists. I love down south music. I just like more harder. I like harder music. Like you probably never catch me listening.
I
to
feel like I catch
not
a
saying
lot
he
of the
bad or
vibe,
nothing, but
like
like
the vibey
you'll probably
music.
never hear me in my car listening to Russ by myself. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't blame.
But he
you
got he
for
do
it.
got some
He's got some
good
hits,
ass
bro.
music. He got some music.
I mean,
It just
I've
depends
only
on
hopped on
which fits your
recently,
personality.
Yeah, it's
best.
like
It's
they
just- everyone's got a different.
It fits my
Yeah.
personality.
And that's why we
first.
like
I don't-
talking about it on here, because we like to just hear from everybody else. Like I feel like music is a big thing for our age. Like
Yeah,
the
and I
culture.
definitely like the diversity.
It's a big
like-
culture area, so it's something
Definitely.
that everyone has a different artist, and we just like to respect that. And
Yeah, but like outside of rap, like I listen to a bunch of music outside of rap too. So
Oh.
like hip hop,
Oh,
like
tons,
what's some of y'all go tos outside of hip hop?
bro.
You know, not
in
or-
all
yeah, you
in
go
all
first.
honesty, like,
well, for my hip hop first, let me throw mine in there.
oh yeah,
Like
go
my,
ahead. then.
My go-to. Let's not.
Oh yeah, you were the one that fucking asked the question. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, I'd probably have to say Russ right now is one of my go-to. Travis Scott, you always find me bumping Travis Scott, like no matter what, like from Birds, from Days Before Rodeo, he's just consistently been at the top. But him, Travis Scott, DaBaby, Lil Skies, I'm always rocking with Lil Skies. He hasn't put out
Skies
any
is
music in a
nice.
while.
I fuck with his sound
but
for sure.
he's-
He's got a
and
nice
he
sound.
slept on. He
hibernating.
slept on a
I
lot.
I do
on
always
something
listen to
big.
He
Skies.
is,
Like,
he
He's sitting on
is.
something
And
big.
he goes through some things personally. He's public about that, and I'm just always here to support him. But he's my go-to for sure.
Oh yeah, and I feel that completely, bro.
Not as popular, but
It's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good. I mean, some
They
of
ain't
the
gotta be
artists
popular for you
that
to
he
fuck
just
with 'em.
named
As long
weren't
as
as
you fuck
popular.
with 'em, that's all that
TLE
matters,
and
bro.
who else did you say? The Memphis rapper?
he's
D
known.
Mula.
Yeah, exactly. They're not as
Nobody
popular.
know
You
who
still
that
name
is.
them. I mean, they're getting placed. Don't worry. Don't
Exactly.
worry.
Hopefully
They
we
still
can
making
bring
their
him-
bread at the end of the
Don't
day.
Hey, hopefully we can bring him on an outlet like this one day. Like,
Exactly.
That's
That's
part
what
of
we're
any
trying
artist
to
on.
do.
That's part of the inspo.
Exactly.
All right, man. But when it comes to music outside of hip hop, my parents have always been like real like big Foo Fighter fans.
Okay.
So I always
Oh,
listen to
okay.
them. The
cool,
Black
cool.
Keys.
Okay.
Dude, they're like it's literally just a 2-person band, bro. They're hard as hell. I like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mostly like rock. If that, I
Okay.
mean, from
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I've
I can
said,
see,
yeah,
yeah.
you can tell I mostly like rock.
I ain't mad
so.
at it.
I would definitely say anything from like my dad's listen with me. Like I listen to Frank Sinatra. That's probably the farthest back I go. I love the jazz era, but mostly I really only listen to him. And then coming up from that, I'd say I actually took a history of rock and roll class, so I actually got a lot more versatile. The Beatles I started listening to way more
Yes.
off that class, and I started listening to I've always listened to 80s music through the roof. Kiss is one of my favorite bands. A lot of people don't like Kiss, Motley Crue's up there with me too. Def Leppard's legendary. And then you come to the 90s era, you obviously have the beginning of rap, but that's obviously outside of rap. So I'd say Nirvana had that that mid-late 90s band.
Definitely.
That was a real good
They're known, bro.
Kurt Cobain's an absolute legend.
Definitely.
We got this man
Yeah, Trey
hanging
actually
up,
made a
bud.
cool little painting of him.
Yeah, look
back
at
here.
Hey,
Let's take
go
a
to
look-
my
let's take a
man
look
right
at
here.
these.
He's very, very
Shout out
talented.
Trey.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Trey
y'all.
actually did make all
Now,
these.
Tell us a
whoa,
little.
not
Let him tell us about
the
it.
bottom
Let him
left,
tell
but
us.
hey, the others.
I'm a guy I got a little bit of talents, hidden talents. Self-taught paintings, mixed paintings. Got Mike Tyson in the far corner, upper left corner. Gucci to the right.
Shout out Wop.
Right. Yeah, shout out Wop. Mike Tyson, we know you got a podcast too, so if you want to come over here and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Chop it up
Mike
with
can come-
Tyson.
But
Mike can
R.I.P.
come
to the legend Kurt Cobain, forever be missed.
Legendary.
He's definitely one of my inspirations in music. I listen to, man, I got an old soul, man. I'm a young kid with an old soul, man. I grew up listening to anybody from Al Green to shit.
Way
way back.
Al
Like, I listen
Green.
to some
Bro, some Louis
blues,
Armstrong.
Not
It's
no
so
Louis Armstrong, but
You want to talk about something that hits
But,
the very soul.
yeah, dude, I listen
he's
from anything.
capping.
Like I listen to Coldplay, I listen to Foster the People, man. They all got a
Foster the
different.
People are
The
nice.
21
They
Pilots,
were.
they all have
Coldplay?
unique
I like
sounds.
Coldplay, yeah,
I actually
yeah.
not into Coldplay as much, but my
I love
brother
Coldplay, bro.
loves all that.
And then me growing up, I played a instrument. I used to play the stand up bass and orchestra. So, music has always been like a big inspiration in my life. So, me playing an instrument growing up, it taught me like how to read music, and so I have a different ear for music. It's like I hear something that other people won't hear when they're listening to music. They're like, "Damn, you heard that the first time?" I'm like, yeah, I heard that
I
the
feel
first time.
that
That's why I
too.
fuck with the song.
I'm
But,
not gonna lie,
Yeah,
man.
I listen to Whitney Houston, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, you name it, I'm listening to it.
Oh, Michael Jackson is
Yeah,
awesome.
you can't
That's a,
go wrong.
that's
Yeah.
a legend. But like
That's-
I've been mainly a diehard like just rap.
Elton John, shout out
rap,
to Elton
hip-hop.
John too. Check out that movie Rocket Man. That was a
You
Oh,
really
yeah.
won't find me like listening to much like outside of like rap and hip hop, which is like I don't know why. It's just something that like I'll listen to like some alternative stuff. Like there's just some like random artists that like will come on, and if I like it, I'm going with it. It's not gonna matter. But mainly just like the old style rap and hip hop over any other style is what I'm gonna go
So,
with.
from the alternative music that you listen to, like, what are some of the bands of
Like Imagine Dragons,
Oh, yes.
that style.
give me some on that one.
Okay, Imagine Dragons, it's hard. Yep. All right, man.
Have you ever heard what's that song about them? Imagine Dragons. They got this Roots. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my
Oh,
shit.
dude,
I used to
another-
listen to that song, but like before every wrestling match.
You just gave me another idea. Another band I forgot to mention that I listened to, The Roots, bro. The
Roots,
Roots
that's
are
what they're called?
hard.
I've actually
Like the
never
Jimmy,
listened
like the
to
band
them. Yeah,
that's on Jimmy
I've
Fallon.
never actually listened to
so
them like
hard.
that.
But anyway, all right, man. I think that's that time in the show when we get to the inspiration segment of it. I don't know. One message that I think I have for the day is just keep going, man. It's all about patience. Nothing's going to happen overnight. You got to actually put in an effort and a drive, and you got to actually show that you have a passion towards whatever you're working towards, whether that be a professional athlete, start your own podcast. I don't know, maybe
Astronaut.
want to, exactly. It doesn't matter.
Whatever you wanna
It's
be.
just It's just a matter of being patient and just waiting your turn and just stay out there, put your name out there, network. That's the biggest thing I can
100%.
give advice to anybody. You have to network. I mean, even though let's just say you're a shy kid, you have to step outside of your comfort zone in order to get what you want, man. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, in today's society, it's all about who you know. So I definitely think networking is a big thing that goes along with that. But overall, just keep going, man. Your time's coming. Just keep on putting in that effort and that,
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
drive.
You know, my message is mainly just stay positive and just keep trying to push through everything. Like, we're over here trying to start this podcast. We're literally just trying to spread positivity and spread inspiration. We want to see more people give feedback to us. We want to see more people starting podcasts. Yeah, we have some shaky starts. Like, we have some weird little segments in here. Like, yeah, we have weird stops and pauses within it. Like, it's just part of it. Like, we're going to build over time, and that's just kind of how this thing's going to evolve. Like, we're going to continue to push through everything. I know we all face a little bit of adversity there, here and there, and that's just something that we're all trying to stay focused on. Just keep staying inspired.
Yes, sir. My big inspiration for today is just stay true to yourself, and others will follow. You feel me? Because like obviously, it's a million role models in this world. Some gone, long gone. Some are still here today. I mean, look where they are. Look where they were, and look where they are now. You know, it's like they each person learns something from somebody else. You know, you can't go through life without learning something. You know, and you're gonna learn that from somebody, and what they learned is from somebody else. So just keep learning from one another. I think that's the biggest thing in life is just learning from another human being. That's like, I'm so big on that because it's just like, it's amazing what you can learn and what you can use to your ability. I'm sorry, I just messed that up. But
no, you're good, bro.
Whatever you learn, you can use it to the best of your ability. But I just really feel like I don't know. It's just.
No, you spoke some real shit right there.
Saying.
No, I get exactly what you're saying.
It's kind of hard to explain, but just keep learning something. As long as you learn something and you use it, you know, just use it to the best of your ability.
Which I think is something that we like to do. Like we like to learn from. We come together every day and we talk and we like to learn from each other just from our own personal experiences. But what I would have to say is just, you know, failure kills more dreams, you know, than anything. Like just go out. Don't be afraid to fail. Go out and fail because
don't ever think you can't inspire somebody else.
If there's one thing I've learned is that it's from failure that you just get stronger.
Exactly.
As a person.
And that's
you're gonna have to.
And that's big too. Just not being afraid too.
Like, don't be afraid to fail.
So many people are so scared about what people are gonna prejudge them as, and if you just don't worry about that and you go with the flow of things, stay true to yourself, like you're gonna feel way more successful in the long run. Things are gonna work out better for you if you have the confidence and stay more comfortable in that
situation. If you are afraid to fail, man, you're gonna be stuck in the same place where you started. Exactly. That's all I want to say. If you're scared to fail, like where are you gonna go?
And part of this group coming together was from sending each other motivational posts that we'd see throughout Instagram, Twitter, and like just seeing that stuff every day. It just motivated us to get on this and keep doing this. We're really looking forward to like what's gonna be happening moving forward with this podcast. There's just nothing but a good energy around it, and that's kind of come from us manifesting that within each other, like 100%. Pushing each other.
Matt be saying? Vibing.
Yeah, we got Matt here as well.
Vibing.
But definitely, man, the one thing that people have to realize is, man, you're going to hit obstacles sometimes, man, and that's okay. That's what life's about. Life's not going to be perfect. I mean, a matter of fact, life sucks, okay? It does. I mean, but the thing is, you got to make the most of it. And like I said, make the most of your time. You only get one life.
If you don't feel
waste
pressure,
it doing stupid shit.
If you don't feel pressure, you're not going hard enough.
Exactly. And if you're not getting hated on, you're not doing enough.
And I really feel like if you just get comfortable with being uncomfortable more, you're gonna be more successful in uncomfortable situations. You're gonna succeed rather than others who
those
are nervous.
More uncomfortable situations they're gonna become way more comfortable over time, and then you're just gonna be like, this is what I do. Like you're just gonna wake up like, this is what I do.
We adapt. If you continue to do it, you will adapt to
and
it
overcome
every day. Like just keep overcoming your obstacles.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit more about what we got going forward with this.
Man, we plan to just give you guys weekly content.
We want to have guests on.
Definitely.
We have some guests lined up, even people who have said that they'll come on, things like that.
And we want to talk about stuff like this. We want to talk about like their personal lives, but we want to talk about what motivates
exactly.
them.
Yes,
we want art.
We want to learn.
We're trying to go anywhere from maybe getting authors on to artists to athletes to maybe entrepreneurs even. Like we're trying to really range
even
this
politicians
from every
maybe.
aspect.
Politicians they're all not criminals. There's some good politicians.
Well, I
out
know
there.
that. I'm just
saying. But like it could be like a little dude running for mayor. It don't matter.
We're steering away from it though.
But like it could be somebody running for mayor, bro. It's like they can all have an impact on your community.
And that's the thing. And we won't even necessarily we don't necessarily even have to talk politics with them. All
bro. It doesn't have to be. Politicians aren't just Democrats versus Republicans. There's so much more to politics.
Exactly, 100%.
Definitely show love.
Don't be afraid of that word politics.
Instagram. We got some social media pages out, so we'd really appreciate if y'all would support that and follow those.
And then the social media, Twitter, Instagram, and we got a YouTube up right now. We got to get a Facebook up too.
ASAP from the Nap 317.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right, man. That's going to conclude this episode. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.